Hey guys, it's Anthony Martin with Martin Vacation Properties here in Mountain Blessings in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, in one of our cabin rentals. And I got a call this morning about a toilet that was running. And this is very common in toilets. So if you get a call about your toilet running, more than likely, I'm going to show you what's probably going to be going on. So more than likely what's going on is you're going to find out that this little pink gasket here that you'll see, it'll be underneath your, and I'll reverse engineer this for you as I go to put it back together, but what you'll commonly see is this guy will be down there, and this little pink gasket will be, around this right here, and it just will be, it's gone bad and it won't be any good anymore. And all you got to do is go to your local hardware store, grab this new one. It's about $1.99, and throw it in there. Real simple, real easy. And I'm going to show you as I'm going to go ahead and put this on, and then I'll show you how to put this back on. Then you'll know how to get it off. It's real easy. It's like a two-step thing. You're going to have, this little floater. You're going to have your hose. You're going to have this that's going to be inside it. That's your little flusher. And then there'll be a little cap thing that goes on top of here that screws in that you'll put the hose into, and I'll show you that. All right, so I got the new one out here, and I'm gonna put it on. I figured I'll just show you. It's really not that difficult to put on. I don't know how good I can get in here, but there's just a little groove. It's the top groove that you're trying to put it into. So there'll be two, there's a couple places you could put this into, but it'll be the top piece of plastic. This will go underneath it like that. And then you'll start it, and then you'll just kind of work your way all the way around until you have it in there. I might need two hands. Once you have it back in there correctly, it'll look like that. And so that's it put back on there. And then let me see if I can get this thing right. And I've got to be able to lift this up and get it out of the way. And then we put this in here. And then what you're going to try to do is you're going to try to, if you have one of these guys, you're going to put it through this little plastic thing. So you're just going to kind of work your way until you can kind of roll it around on top of that. And then that's back in. So that's what, when you go to flush now, that's what lifts it up. So you'll take your little cap piece here, so that you would have took off, right? So you'll put that on here, and it screws on. So we'll just screw that on. It doesn't have to be tight. Like this one was mondo tight when I came in here. I don't understand why it was. And also the tube, it just has to stick down in there. It doesn't have to, you don't have to glue it in there. Like I think somebody had glued this one in there, and it was really tough. So what I'm gonna do is I gotta figure out, this hose is a really big hose. I'll need two hands, but I got to get this hose back in there. But basically you just stick that hose back in there, and then you're done. Your hose should be really easy. This one's kind of weird. It should just stick right down in there real easy. And then make sure, obviously before you start, you would have turned your water off, and whenever you're ready, you'll turn your water right back on, and then you should be good to go, and your toilet won't be running anymore. And just like that, the toilet's fixed and it's not running anymore. Sometimes you'll find though that you might switch one of these out, and maybe that ring is not just compatible enough for your floater, or there's something going on with your little floater thing and it's kind of old. So it's also a good idea when you go to fix one of these is go ahead and grab a whole new installation. And you won't have to necessarily a lot of times see that black, the big black gasket down there. If that gasket's still good, and it should be if you're not leaking water onto the floor, then you'll be okay. But sometimes what you might need to do is you might need one of these sets and just take the plastic floater thing out and the gasket that's in there, and use that gasket and that floater, and that'll fix your problem. Because I've had that happen. I've had that happen to me where, I put it in and it just doesn't stop. It just keeps on running, or just running just a little bit, and that just means that those two things aren't really compatible. And you just put a new floater thing in there with its gasket that comes in the same pack, and it'll work just great. So that's it. I hope you found that helpful, and just stay tuned for more fixes. Stuff breaks all the time.